Chevrolet. We're talking about our Check Your Seats in the Heat campaign. We want to get the word out this year to folks to remember to not leave their kids and not leave their pets in vehicles because they get far too hot far too quick.
Hello, I'm Nita Chambers, the Chief of Police here in Henderson, and I'm at Henderson Chevrolet for the first annual Check Your Seats in the Heat campaign to ensure that we have a safer community.
Elderly person or a pet loaded a vehicle, please get involved. If they appear to be hot or seem ill, get them out of the vehicle as quickly as possible and call 911 immediately. All of these tips may seem like common sense, and they are, but often we just need to be reminded not only of the possible dangers, but also what preventative measures.
Thank you so much for coming out here this morning for this important event for the safety of our children. My name is Jerry Schroeder. I'm City Councilwoman here in the City of Henderson. On behalf of Mayor Andy Hayfin and the Henderson City Council, I'd like to welcome you to this press conference to kick off our Check Your Seats in the Heat outreach program. Each year, our nation experiences far too many deaths related to children and the elderly being left in cars, as well as pets. Every single parent who has lost a child thought, this can never happen to me, and yet it did. And I can remember a few stories that I had seen on the TV, on the news about kids that were left in hot cars on accidents. We are here to remind motorists to check your seats in the heat.
My name is Doug Stevens, I'm the Chief of the Henderson Fire Department. As Councilwoman Schroeder explained, we are here today to talk about the dangers of leaving children, the elderly, or pets in hot cars during the summer months.
I'm Nita Chambers. I am the Chief of the Henderson Police Department. In 2010, 49 children in the United States died of heat stroke after they were left in cars. In the past decade, more than half of the cases of children who died after being left in a car, their parents simply forgot that their children were in the vehicle. Parents need to make sure that the parking brake is set and that keys in the cars and car remotes are not left within reach of the children.
The Check Your Seat in the Heat campaign. This is a widespread issue in our community, especially with the hot summer months that we experience every summer. Our goal is to prevent the tragedy. We will be gearing our efforts toward community outreach. We will be at Smith Stores in Henderson for the next 4 Saturdays, distributing campaign ribbons to be tied to your keychains or gear shifters for your vehicles to remind our Henderson residents to check your seats.
Today, I especially want to thank the media for coming out. This is so important for us to get this message out to our community to ensure the safety of all of our kids, all of the elderly, all of us. You don't have to be a kid. If you're sitting in a car and you need to make sure that you don't sit in a hot car, even for a few minutes, because that could be really tragic. And I ask only one thing from you today, that you please remember to check your car and the vehicles around you every time you
I'm Norm Halliday, President of the Henderson Police Officer Association. I want to thank everybody for coming out to our Check the Seats in the Heat campaign. Right now they're going to fire up the Aflac race car, and thanks for coming out.
Here, checking out the car and the safety stations around here, letting them know how hot it is in the car and what they need to do to be safe. Hello.